Hey folks, this is Uli and Shaw from Interordnance and Royal Tigers. So look what we got for you today. So we got a new batch in of various Chassepot rifles, and some of them are really gorgeous. They have a lot of original bluing on them and they have the rear side. So it's really cool stuff what we got for you, and Shaw will go in detail. Shaw, go ahead. What models do we have?
Sure. So in front of us we have these two up top, which are the Chassepot Cavalry Carbine. Underneath that we have the Chassepot Gendarmerie, and then beyond that we have the Chassepot Artillery Musketoon. And for the Chassepot Cavalry Carbines, we have them in a variety of conditions. We have them in our base price, like this one here, that it is complete but without the rear sight assembly. And then we also have them with the complete rear sight assembly as pictured up here. And we also have a hand select for numbers matching cavalry carbines as well, which is a brand new thing to us.
So yeah, and as you can imagine, these guns are about 130, 140 years old, and having a matching rifle or carbine is amazing. So what I have to say also, they have beautiful Ethiopian markings on these guns, and they have a ton of history. And actually, the Ethiopians call them nas masser, which means kind of a rifle held together with brass. And the story is that the Ethiopian women took some of the brass off the guns and they made some earrings or some necklaces with the brass. So again, Ethiopians call them nas masa, which is held together with brass. And these guns are really cool. They have a ton of history. They went through the Battle of Adwa, and probably after that various other battles. And actually, if you guys into history, in December there will be an anniversary of the Battle of Gondar, which was in 1941, where basically the Ethiopians, with the help of the British, kicked out the Italians out of Abyssinia. So back then the Italian occupied East Africa. Anyhow, so that's a little side note. But anyways, Shaw will go over the guns with you, explain them in detail, and then just give us a call or email us. We're here for you. We appreciate your business. God bless, and God bless America.
All right, folks, let's take a closer look at the variety of Chassepot Gras rifles. Starting at the top, like we mentioned previously, we have this example of a cavalry carbine, which has a wonderful, fully intact rear sight. As you can see, other than that, this rifle is in pretty nice condition and no cracks in the stock. Overall, this one is in quite nice shape. Moving on, we have one that I've pulled out actually to show you all. I mentioned that we have some that are numbers matching examples available, and this one is. You can notice the serial number F37572 is also located just on the other side on the bolt right here. As you can see, we'll move the bolt handle forward, and while it is upside down, you can see 37572. It's hard to believe that many of these rifles are in fact matching from factory and still original, all matching. Of course, then we have one of our standard ones. Again, this is another Chassepot Cavalry Carbine. This one does not have a rear sight. This is typical of our most bottom standard price ones. Although, as you can see, other than that, it is in quite nice condition. And of course, if you properly inspect this rifle, clean it, make sure everything is properly functional, you can shoot these. These are quite interesting to see function and shoot. Moving on, we have another cavalry carbine, of course, up top, and then followed by the Gendarmerie. This one, as you can notice, has two barrel bands on the lower part. It is the Gendarmerie based on that, as well as a little bit shorter, and it has a bayonet lug on the right side of the muzzle. Other than this, it is identical in function and form in the rear half of the action. As you can see, this one's also in pretty nice condition. A little bit of custom artwork at the back of the buttstock, but other than that, it is quite nice. And moving on to the final one, we have a Chassepot Gras Artillery Musketoon. This one also has the complete rear sight, as you can see. And this one is actually all numbers matching as well. We only have a couple of these. We're very limited on the numbers matching artillery musketoons, but as you can see, even if they are not matching, they're also in quite nice condition. And as mentioned before, the main difference in all of these Gras rifles is the barrel length and whether or not they have a rear sight or a bayonet lug. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe.